Hey, what's up, everybody? It's LeVar Arrington here from Up on Game, and I need you to listen for a moment, all right? And get serious. The hate in this country is getting out of control. It's at an all-time high. It's going to take all of us to stop it. I mean, think about it. We're all on the same team in this country, right? Let's take a break from hate so our team can regroup. We need to take a time out against hate. Visit standuptoallhate.org to help, and join me in calling for a timeout against hate by following at What's Up With Hate or posting the blue square emoji.
Betting on the NFL is hard, but submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. With more than $20 billion secured for over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting for full and fair compensation. If you're ever injured, check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. If you want more information, head over to forthepeople.com/bestbets, or you can dial #law. That's 529. Again, that's forthepeople, forthepeople.com/bestbets. This is a paid advertisement.
Hey, who doesn't love bacon? And did you know Oscar Mayer smokes their delicious bacon for 12 hours over real hardwood? That's a really long time to perfect the smoky flavor, and even longer than it takes to go on a long road trip from Chicago to Pittsburgh, stop for food along the way, and still get there while the bacon is smoking. The point is, Oscar Mayer takes the best cuts and smokes them over real hardwood chips. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. So buy some Oscar Mayer thick-cut bacon now.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy two. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM. or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
What's good? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of explosion, a lot of energy and attitude.
With these open earbuds,
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear, it's like a dream.
for more, check out Bose.com.
I listen to the Black Guy Who Tips podcast because Rod and Karen are hot.
Hey, welcome to the Black Guy Who Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
And we're live on a Monday night, ready to do some podcasting. Find us everywhere you get podcasts. Search the Black Guy Who Tips. Leave us 5-star reviews. The official weapon of the show is
phone chip,
and the unofficial sport,
bullet ball,
and bullet ball. Extreme. Do you have any banter today? I have a little bit. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Do you have any banter?
I do.
Talk to me. Do you have any banter?
I do.
Banter. I just got a couple quick things.
Okay.
The first one is the listeria outbreaks and the food outbreaks where people are getting sick from these, like the Boar's Head plant facility, McDonald's with the onions and the Big Macs or whatever. And we're having these more and more often because of a lot of deregulation through the Trump administration, defunding of certain regulatory agencies that would otherwise be on top of these things and hopefully catch most of them, or at least have such a threat to these businesses that these businesses would be like regulating themselves.
Right, and following whatever rules that are in place.
I don't know if anybody else has made this point, but this proves that libertarianism is a falsehood.
Oh, I've always thought that, yes.
I mean, I've always thought it too, but here's the example. Like, it's one thing to say, hey, this is not how these things will work in execution and practice. And what these people will often say is, well, because we don't let our government be a libertarian institution, that's the reason that we'll never know that this stuff works. The government is the problem. Okay, Donald Trump stripped government oversight. the libertarians believe that you should be allowed to run your business how you want to run it. You should be able to live your life how you want to do the drugs, you want to do all this shit. But they always make this argument that the free market will change. It will dictate things. And so long-term strategy-wise, a free market would essentially make a company pay. It would take away the incentive to be like, let's just produce cheap meat fast as possible. If people get sick, fuck them. If they die, fuck them. What libertarians believe is that company will then go out of business. People will look up. They'll be informed by those decisions. They'll say, well, why would I want to eat tainted meat that could possibly kill me? I'm never eating boar's head again. But that was supposed to be actually a preemptive thing. The threat of that is supposed to stop boar's head from ever doing it. It's supposed to make sure that boar's head is saying whether the government's regulating this or not. The free market, when our customers go, we don't want boar's head because they keep getting sick, that is enough incentive for us to inspect our stuff on our own, for us to make sure all our meat and our products are clean, to make sure that everything is followed, the safety guidelines, all this stuff. And yet, that's not what happened. It's not what happened with this McDonald's shit. It's not what happens every time we look up and there's a recall on some food now. It's not happening. Libertarianism is a fucking falsehood. In practice, it does not work. If you take away the government's role of regulating and double checking on people, we end up with this shit. And the free market does not organize enough to say, get this motherfucking, this listeria ass meat out of this market. Yeah,
and the biggest thing is, these companies ain't no fucking mom and pops. These companies are huge. A lot of these companies serve people all across the country. And it's also one of those things, too, to where the reality is businesses will not regulate themselves. No matter what y'all say, they will. And guess what? They're not afraid of going out of business because you have a percentage of people who don't keep up, don't know, and shit like this, don't give a fuck about being informed, and they will continue to eat the shit. So what do you do then?
Right. So I just think it's interesting thing that I haven't seen anybody make, and yet there's still proud libertarian type of people that your Joe Rogan types and stuff that claim to believe in this hands-off government. The people will figure it out for themselves, and they never go to this other extreme, which is, what if a company is shit and continues to be shit despite people's outrage, and because there's not enough choice and stuff, we just end up with shitty stuff, shitty meat, literally. What about that? Because they always say this, what they like to do is they use social issues in these cases, and they go, well, look, if a diner decides that it's racist and it doesn't want to serve black people, it'll get such a negative social connotation, people won't eat there, and therefore it'll go out of business, therefore showing that a racist business can't profit in a just society. And it's like, black people, we all know that's not true.
Right.
Woolworth counters have been filled with whites who are just there because they don't want to be around blacks.
Right.
And we can't let that sort of thing be okay in our society. We
and
can't, because then you can
have to regulate it.
Because then you can justify everything with that. Schools, everything. We have to have some element that is constantly pushing back against that and saying, no, that is immoral, and we don't support immorality, right? But yeah, it just made me think about this listeria outbreaks. And like I said, maybe someone's made the point somewhere else and I just haven't seen it, but I haven't seen anybody just say that flat out.
Right. That's why I don't take you seriously. I can't take you seriously. And in all these social issues, you don't ever talk about the real fucking thing, which is racism. Racism actually fucks a lot of this shit up, and when you start talking about that, they don't want to talk about that. But if you talk about the market and the masses and the people, racism and white people and all these mixtures, all you have to factor out everything. You can't just be like, the market just going to magically fucking correct itself, because people are an X factor.
Yeah, that's the real reason that I think most black people don't go for libertarianism, because we know. We're like, but we seen it, bro. They would rather lose money to be racist than... because the other thing that they always attribute is this very clean line of you want to make money, so you just do the thing that helps make the most money, and they just and that the market will punish everybody who does not do that, and quite often people are quite happy to make less money if it's from the people that as long as it's somehow hurting the people they hate.
Agreed. And the thing about racism and sexism and misogyny and all these isms, they're irrational and they're illogical, and they don't have to make sense, and they are willing to punish themselves just to be justified in whatever that ism is that they stand in, just to punish you and just to make you feel wronged and just to see your tears and just to see your hurt and your pain. That's the whole purpose of it. So if you're not taking that into any consideration, we can't have a conversation.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm a little surprised not to see more people make that point, but maybe I'm just not in the right circles. The other thing I was gonna say, but I think I may have said this on a pregame. Now because I wrote it down, but I think I may have said this. But I hate the AI condescending Negro voice. I hate that motherfucker. Like have y'all heard this guy? He's all over my fucking Facebook reels. Whenever someone uses a moderator, we all know the AI. We all know the AI voice for the what do you call it, for like the white girl.
Yes,
you know that it's annoying too. I guess are all AI voices have to be annoying? I don't know.
Yes, because they don't sound real.
Yeah, but the white girl, when we've all seen that one where it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she's annoyed. She's like, you go to POV, you go to Starbucks, but they say your name wrong. Mm-hmm. But there's this one where it's, I saw a Viagra commercial, and they're all over. I guess Viagra out here winning, the generic Viagra people.
Mm-hmm. Once they made it where everybody can make the money, yes.
Yeah, I think it's called Friday Night Plans. I'm trying to find the clip. Friday Night Plans or something. But this commercial uses this black sounding voice that is so condescending and so terrible, and it turns me off. Like, who's buying anything from a motherfucker that sound like this? I think I found it. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can hear this without an echo.
They are trying to shut down this legal loophole to get 100 milligram generic Viagra or 20 milligram generic Cialis delivered to your door.
First of all...
Yes, and you hear this fucking voice everywhere now.
First of all, they don't even make black people that talk like this anymore. Like, black people that talk like this died by, like, 1973.
They gone, baby.
The black people that have that, like...
I can read from a script.
Revolutionary anger kind of voice, like those people aren't around anymore. Listen, you jive turkeys or whatever, See, this is the Caucasians coming down from the Caucasus Mountains to tell us the pure, righteous, Asiatic black man. Like, that's what it sounds like it should be saying, but instead it's selling me Viagra.
Yes, and you hear this on a lot of Reels and a lot of TikToks.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Mm-hmm. For just 87 cents in less than 2 minutes. Do this. First, scan the QR code.
I hate this thing. I'm gonna turn it off now. But I just, does everybody hate this? It's just me. I fucking hate this fucking thing. It's all just, listen, this baboon's mom just died, but watch what it does when when it has to find sustenance.
I'd rather the person doing the video talk, because that's
right.
Because the thing is, the shit don't sound real.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh, man, it sounds like a fucking 1970s newscaster in Detroit. This just in, breaking news. All right, and then the last thing is, are we still going to get these texts after the election?
Child, y'all better stop emailing me after tomorrow.
Because I got a feeling that we're going to get some texts. Like, the text been getting more aggressive.
Mm-hmm. The closer you get to the election.
They've been getting more aggressive for weeks
This is the 20th time I've emailed you.
Like, tomorrow's going to be off the hook. Because I already voted, but they don't seem to give a fuck. They don't know. And I feel like tomorrow the text going to be like, bitch, fuck I say. You better take your ass over to the voting poll before I put a foot in your ass. This is Kamala Harris.
You gave any money? You today the last day to give me money, bitch.
Hey, this Barack Obama. Fuck your problem is. Like, wait, what?
I know, but I voted. Like, I don't understand. Yes, we better break up. I don't want to hear from y'all for another 4 years.
Asking for the last time. This Joe Biden. Where the fuck's my money at? Like, I feel like they just getting to that point.
I know. This is Bill Clinton. I'm about to come put a cap in your ass. You be like, y'all calm down.
I think Wednesday we still gonna get texts.
We better not. Come on, that's the end of the relationship for at least another 2.5 years.
Oh, you can't text me back, bitch. You ain't that fine anyway. Fuck you and your vote. Barack Obama.
Right?
What?
How do we get so violent?
Right. What did I do, Barry? I was just I voted. I was trying to support y'all.
I already voted. I don't understand. Why am I getting yelled at?
Tell 10 people I'm gonna fuck your mama up. You ever want to see your kids again? Call your family members and tell them to vote blue or no matter who. I'm scared.
Me too.
I'm scared that they even got my number.
Right. I got on the list and that was it. No, I got 20 different text chains happening.
I'm not gonna lie though. Sometimes I get texts from Republicans. I don't know why.
I don't think I've gotten one from them.
I've gotten quite a few from Republicans. But I like the ones from Republicans. They're my favorite. And I don't know why everybody, if you're a good thinking person, you should get on the Republican list. The Democrat list, I actually don't need. I'm voting for them. I know where to give the money. I already gave. Mm-hmm. But the Republicans, I like hearing because, man, nothing makes them sound like some bitches than asking me for some money. Hey, it's J.D. Vance. I got a serious ask. Can you click this link, please?
They be begging.
Donald Trump needs you. It's getting down to the wire, and it's looking really bad in North Carolina. I'll be like smiling like, yes. Pour it in my veins.
Or you know what? If I did, I don't think I got any, but if I did, it was very few. Most of mine been Democrat.
I did. Yeah. Most of mine been Democrat, but I got more than a few Republicans. And I just block them. I don't hit the stop. I don't give any replies because I feel like that's just, it's like when you hit unsubscribe and then the spam just start coming 2 months later. And it's like, I said I unsubscribed.
Right. There's this number real.
So I feel like they just going to keep calling me after the election. I don't even want to know what the Republicans going to text me after the election. I knew your black ass wasn't shit. I knew you wasn't going to vote for me. Byron Donalds was right about y'all people.
I know.
This is Byron Donalds. Trump can't call you one, but I can. Donate at this link or else. I'm talking hard R.
Hey, that darker, yeah, you.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
But yeah, I feel like that's not gonna stop. I feel like it's gonna be, and especially if Trump and them are losing but refusing to admit they're losing, I'm gonna keep getting those. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm petty. I'm not blocking those. If they are losing but refusing to bow out, I might text them back.
You're going to get sadder each time.
Donald Trump needs your money to fight the steal. I'm going to be like, no, he don't, because he lost. You can't steal what you already lost, you broke bitch.
They put like this, they might block you then. Like,
right.
You start going off their list then.
That's what I'm going to be texting back till they got to take me off the list. Like, this motherfucker right here is crazy. I'm going to be texting him at 3 a.m. Y'all up?
Y'all still need that money?
I tell you what's not up. The vote count. Y'all still down.
Start trolling them. That's hilarious.
Looking like it's a problem over there, man. Y'all, do you need some money? I'm gonna send him a voice note like Terrence Howard. Do you need some money? Let me know.
Start sending them gifts and shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's it. Let me move into the regular show.
That's hilarious.
Play one of these beats for y'all.
Betting on the NFL is hard, but submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. With more than $20 billion secured for over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting for full and fair compensation. If you're ever injured, check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. If you want more information, head over to forthepeople.com/bestbet bets, or you can dial pound law. That's 529. Again, that's for the people, forthepeople.com/best bets. This is a paid advertisement.
Are you ready to have your bacon-loving mind blown? Well, here it is. Oscar Mayer takes 12 hours to smoke some delicious thick-cut bacon. Most other bacon out there is smoked for 4 to 6 hours, but Oscar Mayer doubles that time. Let's put that into perspective. You could drive from Detroit to Omaha, and Oscar Mayer thick-cut bacon wouldn't be finished smoking. You could spend the morning and all afternoon watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy in full. You could even go to bed, get a full night's sleep, wake up, shower, have breakfast, including some delicious Oscar Mayer bacon, and then drive to work. And to think that the bacon would still be smoking. The point is, all of these take at least half a day to complete, and Oscar Mayer takes the best cuts and smokes them over real hardwood chips for a really long time until it tastes really good. So buy some Oscar Mayer thick-cut bacon now and enjoy.
This is Steve Covino from Covino & Rich, here to tell you Toyota's legacy has been standing tall for generations. From pioneering hybrid technology to redefining the standards of safety and efficiency. With each innovation, a commitment to progress. And with a legendary lineup of in-stock trucks, including the ultra-rugged new Tacoma and heavy-duty half-ton Tundra, you can experience the legacy of Toyota for yourself. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals, to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. Maybe that's because so much of your personal information is out of your control. Like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information is vulnerable. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock US-based restoration specialist will help solve identity theft issues on your behalf, guaranteed, or your money back. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. You might not be able to control how others handle your personal information, but you can help protect it with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/iHeart. That's 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
Hey, this is LeVar Arrington here from Up on Game. And listen, I want to talk to you about something very serious for a minute, all right? Something personal to me. And right now, something that should be personal to you as well. In our country, the hate is at an all-time high. And it's like we're going backward. The hate is winning. We can't allow that. All right. It's out of control. So many different people, so many different groups are facing too much hate. And it's enough. It's time for it to stop. We need to stop, regroup, change the momentum as a team, because that's what we are. Everyone in this country is on the same team, so let's act like it. And when a team can't get it together, what do? You call a timeout. And that's what we need to do. Call a timeout against hate. Let's think about what we say and do. And when we see hate, when we see someone doing or saying those things we know are wrong and hateful, we need to call it out. I'm going to call it out. You need to do the same thing. Visit standuptoallhate.org to help and join me in calling for a timeout against hate by following at What's Up With Hate or posting the blue square emoji.
Music Titan, Quincy Jones, master of all things, musical, died at 91 years old yesterday. I saw it like 3 a.m. It was blowing up on my phone and stuff. But yeah, rest in peace, man. This is one of those ones that's just
time. He one of them people that's not trying to find. I've been old all my life. I don't know if that makes sense. Like all my life, he been here, so he just been old.
Yeah, old and cool as hell. And just touched everything. Just anything great in blackness and TV and music. It's just, 3 degrees of separation from Quincy.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him.
All types of genres, too.
I really enjoy him aging and starting to get these tell-all interviews that was just an old black man being like, but I said too much after slandering 3, 4, 5 people.
He was telling all the business.
So, just that's a huge loss to the culture, but also 91 is a good life, a long life.
Yes, it is.
Probably much longer than people thought with his like lifestyle and everything he was involved in would have been. Obviously, thoughts and prayers go out to his family, Rashida Jones. And, it's just, black royalty, literally. Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Color Purple. Like,
yeah, he produced
We Are the World.
He produced Fresh Prince, didn't he?
Yep,
Yes.
Fresh Prince. Like, it's just, what the fuck? Just they didn't make 2 of these, man. So
No,
rest
they
in
did
peace.
not.
Speaking of music, Young Thug is free. He beat the cases. People are overstating what happened. He basically got a crazy type of parole situation and probation where he got time served of 5 years.
Okay.
And he's out free on the streets, except he can't go to Atlanta. He can't be associating with any gang-related people, which is much harder than people think.
Yeah.
That's something that sounds easy because we're some squares.
Chad, I'm as square as they come.
Yeah, that sounds easy because we're some squares, but you can't associate with gang people and you're a rapper from Atlanta who's a former member of the gang.
So that means you got to move, basically.
Well, he can't be in Atlanta. That's 2 different things. That number one, he can't be in Atlanta. He has to go to Atlanta like some times per year to give an anti-gang talk to kids. But he can't be in Atlanta. He can't live there and all that stuff. The lifestyle, the music, the clubs, everything is in Atlanta. So that's already like difficult. Then the second thing, which is different to me, it's even worse than you got to move out of Atlanta. That's why I'm making a distinction. You can't associate with anybody that's like gang related, criminal related. In the rap music industry?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, he still can perform. Well, what happens if I'm performing at a club and Chief Keef's performing at a club? I can't perform at a club now?
Apparently you can't.
What happens if I'm performing at a club, Chance the Rapper's at a club, unbeknownst to me, Chance the Rapper's homeboy is a convicted felon holding a gun, and I don't know that.
Don't know.
Like, and guess how long the probation is?
How long?
15 years.
That's a very long time.
He got to maintain these rules for 15 years. He got to pass drug tests for 15 years.
That's a very long time.
I don't know how it's possible that he doesn't go back to jail. If he does not maintain this, he will have to do the rest of the time in prison, which I believe it was like a 40-year sentence. But yeah, like I said, it's 5 years time served, 15 years probation, $1,000 in fines.
Yeah, I guess. Can you live outside of the country?
Outside of America, I don't know,
Okay.
and I doubt it. Because normally with this type of probation and shit, they'll let you leave the country for work, but
and then come back.
You can't just not be in the country anymore. Okay. Unless he goes somewhere with no extradition, but they ain't gonna prove that.
No.
But yeah, he has to deliver anti-gun, anti-gang ads at a school or boys girl club 4 times a year, which will count towards his community service hours. He has to stay out of Atlanta for the first 10 years of his probation unless he needs to attend a funeral or a wedding or a close event for a close family member. He cannot promote street gangs or violence, so his rap gonna have to change 100% because he was all about promoting that. He can't knowingly engage with anyone listed in the indictment or their family members and cannot possess a weapon, but can be in arm's reach of anyone in his security detail. He must undergo drug tests as well.
So they can have weapons, but he can't?
Yes,
okay,
his security can have weapons, but
that makes sense to protect him.
Yeah, man. Wow. Yeah, and it seems like it's drug possession and gun possession that is what he pleaded guilty to. So I guess he had like 3 co-defendants plead guilty. I'm assuming this was all them coordinated through their lawyers to be like, we're all doing this at the same time. But also that means that if one of them would have said, well, I'm fighting it, the other 3 probably end up being state's evidence and like, you know, you ain't gonna beat the trial with 3 people being like, he did do the stuff that he's accused of.
Child, y'all want to see me? Y'all gonna have to come to one of these Quest states with all the cornfields.
Yeah, I'm going straight to Kirk Franklin. I'm going gospel. You know, it might not be a good living, but it's a living. I'll be over there stomping.
It's a living.
Y'all just gonna have to get used to me.
We gonna be stomping together over there.
I'll take No Malice spot because I think he went back to being Malice from the Clips. I would go, well, give me Malice studio and set up. I'm gonna be No Thug. I'm not going back to jail. In other black related news, Judge Mathis says, I won my wife back.
Oh shit, I didn't know he even lost her.
Yeah, it was big news in the black part of Twitter. Judge Greg Mathis has been on a mission to win his wife back, Linda, after she filed for divorce this summer. Linda was right by Greg's side as they spilled the happy news to TMZ. It's clear that their lovey-dovey body language, is sweet kiss on her cheek, and their romantic reconciliation is definitely in full swing. Yeah, he said he was going to win her back. He called his shot, like Babe Ruth, pointing out to left field, right field, whatever it was.
It was like, it's cheaper to keep her, baby, whatever it takes.
He said, we have to go back.
We got to fix this.
He said, I don't want to be out here trying to figure this out.
Child, no. It's
tough.
Yes.
This was him like a couple months ago, I believe.
How are you today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to ask...
I'm not good, rather. It's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. See how I'm here at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife.
So I do want to ask, the date of separation is listed back in July 17th. Has this been coming for some time now, or was it something out the blue?
Well, ever since we started taping here in L.A., I committed to staying home more and making my wife more of a priority. But as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road doing the same thing. And
so if he's giving us, if we can intimate something from it, it sounds like he's not saying like I'm womanizing, I'm cheating, I'm dogging her out. Sounds like he's not spending enough quality time with his wife, which is a reconcilable type of difference. Like it is if she left him to prove a point to be like, motherfucker, you gonna spend some time with me or I'm out.
And that shit is important. People underestimate that shit. Like spending time with your mate is very, very important to some people. Some people are like, no, I come first. Like, I understand you got all this other shit happening, but you need to spend some time with me too. I didn't marry you to be by myself.
Yeah, and that man shit can get in people's head where they think, well, I'm providing, I'm making money. Right. I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. You should be happy to have a man who can do these things. And I can see like a woman being like, no, that's not why I got married. Like, that's nice, but I don't want all that, and you're not home when you're supposed to be home. Right. We're not spending time together when we're supposed to spend time together. So I get that. I also think it's funny too, because it's like, man, you don't want to be on these streets. You don't want to be on these single streets. You're too old for that shit, man. Look around. Your boys may seem like they having fun, but these niggas sound miserable. You ever listen to a single man over the age of 40? They shit sound wild. It's just the way they be going through stuff, the stuff they be talking about, dating and shit, and women and life. It don't sound good, getting old alone and not being able to trust nobody and all that shit. I mean, if it's for you, it's for you. But I just think it's one of those things where people sell you a vision on both sides of the aisle. People always talk about how married people sell visions, and then everybody calls bullshit on it, rightfully so. You know, people say, "Oh, you should get married like it's easy," and it's like, it can be difficult.
Yes, it can.
But being single could be difficult too. It's not all just freedom of choice shit. There's a lot of people that are single that's like, if I had my druthers, I'd rather be with someone or someone's than by myself. There's nothing wrong with either side of it. But I think when you're confronted with, I've been living my life like this shit don't matter, and now suddenly you like, do I gotta go register on an app? Do I have to learn to eat ass? Is everybody eating ass these days? Is that what's on the menu?
What's happening out in this world?
Okay, when I came up, that was nasty. Now y'all telling me I can't even get a second date. What's a stack a month? I don't know what the fuck a stack a month is.
Shit, I don't either.
Okay, you say it's $2,600. What's the math on that shit? I don't understand. $200 dates? Is that what the going cost of a date is? I can't take nobody to Cheesecake Factory. Me and my wife love the Cheesecake Factory.
Right?
Now I got to figure out, like, what. Now I don't look right. I'm on TikTok looking at podcasters talking about women and men not liking each other. I like this is not a avenue I need to go down.
Yeah, I heart emoji somebody's Instagram, and now I'm a fucking stalker. I'm
right.
good.
Right. You sadder than a broke dick dog. But here's the update. They back together.
They put you on another mission. You know, as a street kid, went to jail, came out. I was on a mission to help street youth, and I have for 25 years. Now, I'm on a mission to help black love. How about that?
Okay, so is he out of the...
That nigga look happy as hell. She do too. She look good too.
Yeah, you like, oh, y'all, this was some love. Child, the first one, he was like, how you doing? He was like, I ain't doing good.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I ain't doing good.
Bad.
He looked like, do you got bourbon and some time?
Right. He actually sat and talked to the paparazzi like, brother, I'm fucked up. Maybe you got the answers. Let me tell you something.
He was hunting for somebody to help him.
You know an old black man done fucked up when he turned his sob story into advice for you. Every young black man has gone through this at least once. All of us. Well, you just ask an old black man some shit, not thinking, like you just trying to help him out. You like, what's going on, old school? You good? And be like, let me tell you something,
gonna get
boy.
the real problems.
Let me tell you something, boy.
Don't be like me.
You got to save money. You like, what? What the fuck? I just want to know I thought you twisted your ankle.
Riddles.
I thought you twisted your ankle when we was playing basketball. I just want to know if you was going to run the next game. Let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you something. Don't be out here having babies with women that don't respect themselves. I'm like, that's not, can we borrow your basketball, sir? That's what I came to ask. Can we borrow your basketball? We don't have a basketball and there's 10 of us and we just want to keep playing full court basketball. Can we borrow your basketball? Watch what you eat. Okay? Because
get your prostate checked. Just random ass facts.
You get out here, you're eating all these carbs, you're fucking with all your shit. It's going to catch up with you. Now you ain't got no foot. I'm like, I am 12. What?
This is too much, sir.
I see you out there trick-or-treating, eating all that damn candy. I'm telling you, boy, it's going to come get you.
Watch your sugar.
You're going to wake up, you're going to have 2 toes. That's what happened to me last night. That's what he sounded like when they rode on him at the airport. Let me tell you something, boy. Okay, it's cheaper to keep her. It's a reason they say it.
I'm talking for real though.
Happy wife, happy life, and it ain't happy right now. Okay,
it's not happy at all.
But nah, she's
they look like pretty.
She's very pretty. They like they just came from a nice dinner, or like a wedding or something.
The doghouse a little bit. What would you say?
Huh?
Is he out of the doghouse a little bit or something?
That's for her to say, but I think so. But I'm not going to be arrogant enough and cocky enough to speak for her.
Okay. So how much...
Yeah, she asked, did he get out the doghouse? And he said, that's for her to say. I'm not going to speak over my wife.
He's like, I ain't going to be dumb enough to fuck this up. Nope.
She ain't say a word either. She just smiling.
To reconciliation between you two. What are we finally... Are we just...
We're standing here right now together.
Speaks for itself.
Okay, we see it. We love it, Greg. We love it, Judge. Okay, man, I didn't see the beginning of the
Good
video.
to see you too, out and about.
Thank you.
It looked like there's some kind of formal event going in the
Yeah, it
background.
must be a wedding or something.
Some type of event.
Yeah.
Thank you. Isn't this beautiful? Mwah. And that's not for television. We kiss all the time, y'all.
Okay, so I mean, I have to ask.
This nigga happy as fuck, man. I'm so happy for this man.
Boy, that first clip, he looked like, woo, child, is there a bar?
Listen, love don't love nothing but itself. That shit'll
Right.
humble your ass.
For real, though.
He could have been out here trying to be macho for the streets. He could have been out here on that Fresh and Fit. I provide for my family, and she got the nerve to leave me. All I do is work. I can't have friends. This nigga was out here like, listen, let me tell you something. I went home and watched TV till the TV went off.
Come on. That nigga was sad. Yes. I love you. Yes. Baby, don't leave. Don't you go away. Child, he was pleading. I'm down on bending knees.
Don't nobody want to share when they down bad. The brothers get quiet when they down bad. This ain't the part people be sharing,
Can
dog.
you tell me how this perfect love goes wrong? Child, he was singing.
Listen, we have all, any man that has straight male friends, we have all seen, if you close enough, you have all seen your homie down bad after all that motherfucking stunting. Where it's just real.
Yeah, and at some period of time, not trying to be funny, at some period of time, particularly real men that love their spouses, talking about straight relationships, they don't give a fuck about what their friends think about them. They was like, nigga, I don't fuck you. This is the woman I love. I don't give a fuck if y'all clown me or not.
I'm not even saying that far. I'm saying it's not about that they're like saying, I don't think it's active. They're not going, I don't give a fuck about you. If you my friend, I don't care if you see me. No, I'm saying it'll humble you.
True.
To where you can't even put the act on.
No.
Because I've seen some brothers try to act on it. I've seen some people that put the act on. That, man, shit, y'all trying to go out and get some bitches tonight? I'm like, nigga, we're all married, and what the fuck happened to you? No, I don't want to go to the strip club on half off Dirty 30 Thursdays.
No.
I would like to go home and get into bed with my wife, who I married, and everything is happy in my house. Why are you like? We've seen
why you got the 2-for-1 coupons for the strip club? I'm good, dog. I pass.
We've seen the proud dude. Everyone knows the proud dude. It's a stereotype. The very proud man that, you know, is obviously hurting but won't say he's hurting, and you got to go through the whole rigmarole. What I'm saying is, if you really know and are friends with another straight dude that go through some shit, if y'all real tight, you see the airport Judge Mathis, and that shit is sad.
Yeah.
That shit is, whew. Cause it's humbling. They don't want to have fun. They not confident. They not themselves no more.
Right. Like their personality changes, right?
Yeah, this shit is real. It get real to you. You can't bluster and joke through that shit. You be out trying to watch the game. This nigga like he finna cry. You like,
yep, in tears.
It really, love will break you the fuck down.
It will.
And like I said, it didn't sound like, I don't know Judge Mathis' situation, but it didn't sound like he was doing her dirty in the ways that people understandably go like, well, of course she left. You was doing her wrong. It sounded like he was on some like, what, a brother can't go out every night if I'm making all the money? Okay, nigga. Part of the reason you feel like that, cause she home. You come back and that bitch is empty. You be like, wait a minute.
Child.
This is different.
Child, you be missing the meals or whatever little things that she do for you. Child.
Listen, that shit is different.
Yeah, it is. All of a sudden, you got to learn somebody else all over again.
I'm not talking about learning nobody else. He not talking about dating. He never brought up dating, Karen. He never brought up getting out in the streets. He said, I'm on a mission to get my woman back. So we not even getting to like, he was like, I got to figure somebody else. I got to get on these. He was like, whatever happened, he was past that part. We saw him at the, man, fuck them apps. I need to get my woman back.
And that's the goal.
TMZ, share this.
TMZ, I know she'll see it.
Put this on the internet. I want her friends.
Not the internet. I want everybody saying, girl, what did you do to that man? That man is sad on TV.
I want them tagging her. Okay, when I'm going to be on my judge show, I'm sending everyone to prison.
Right?
Everyone going to prison.
Ain't nobody get no leniency.
Till my woman come back.
It's going to be a rough time for everybody up in this hole.
You getting 15 years probation. You can't be in Atlanta. You can't see no gang members. You can't be around no guns. You can't rap about violence. You got to talk to kids 4 times a year. Fuck that shit. I need my lady back. It was beyond, I see Miss Smart saying it's manipulative. It's beyond manipulative. It's past that. It's too desperate to be manipulative. It's nakedness. Like manipulation is like, oh, that's strategic. I see what you don't really mean it the way you say you mean it. No, he mean it. And you could tell the truth. It was in the pudding when that motherfucker was hugged up smiling like, I'm not even going to speak for her. She can speak for herself. I'll never make that mistake again.
I never make that mistake again. Child, she gonna call. He gonna be recording. He gonna be like, stop the show. My wife is here. My what? Hey, baby, how you do? But Judge, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Oh, y'all got to wait till
15-minute recess.
Yes.
But we live on TV. Contempt of court. Okay? I got to take this call.
Y'all is second.
I hope it work out for real, man. I hope you're not bullshitting, because god damn, this nigga was hurt. You know,
he was hurt. He was singing all the hits. Baby, I'm begging, baby. I'm begging, baby.
Woo. I'm only laughing because, man, it's a cautionary tale. I don't ever want to be down this bad. I still remember I was in college one time and this dude asked me, he was a serial cheater on this girl who had a long distance relationship. And he was like, man, how come you don't cheat on your girl? And I said, because I love her. And he was like, and what if she cheat on you? And I said, then I will be heartbroken.
Same.
And she would have just fucked over one of the most genuine, nice people in the world that just wanted to do good things for her and wanted to see her succeed and win and wasn't putting her through no bullshit all the time.
Right.
And he legitimately could not understand at the time, like, what, like, how that balance worked, because he thought it was like almost like a game where like one person has a 10-point lead or some shit. I'm like, it's just not a game.
Yeah.
I'm giving my earnest best.
Same.
And if it doesn't work out, it won't be because of some shit I did.
Agreed.
But if it doesn't work out, I also just the risk I took, and there's no, even if you did cheat, all you're doing is sabotaging yourself, because what you're really saying is I'm hurting myself in our relationship before you can. Yeah. Because I'm scared that I'm going to get hurt anyway.
Yeah, and there are people that function through life like that. And yeah, I used to get asked that a lot too. I used from family members and friends and stuff like that. And I used to be like, well, we'll have to discuss that when we get there. But as of right now, this is what it is.
Yeah, most people talk like that. You know, I see it on the internet. I don't get into it because it's just not, it's beneath me. But, you know, that the whole like paradigm of like, y'all don't cheat back and y'all don't do, it's like, what am I, a fucking child? You got a time machine?
Yeah.
They already cheated. Relationship trash. Just fucked up. Well, you don't want to hurt them too? They hurt me already. I can't unhurt myself.
Agreed.
Fucking the next person doesn't unhurt the hurt that hurt me. It just happened, and we can either be real about it or we cannot. But
right, we either have a discussion or we don't.
But I do like that no mask. He was just in that airport like, hey man, where am I taking a flight to? Wherever my woman is, I got to figure this shit out. And it don't seem like it was no quick process. Cause I mean, this months ago. Like, I remember seeing this story months ago and being like, damn, Judge Mathis down bad. Hope he figured that out. But you know what I thought, honestly, when I saw that video the first time? Ain't no way he getting that woman back. I'm glad to be wrong. I'm not rooting against nobody love. But when I saw that motherfucking video, I said, ain't no motherfucking way.
And the thing is, only they know what he had to do to prove his love.
Listen.
Like, trying to be funny, because not for her to come back, because I guarantee you, for her to make the decision to separate like that,
yeah,
she'd probably be. She was like, she probably been warning and begging and pleading and warning and begging, and she had like, look, I am done.
It ain't pretty and it ain't our business, and he ain't gonna tell us. But whatever he had to do that shit, and I respect the fuck out of that.
I do too, and
it's worth it for that motherfucking smile when they was hugged up,
right? And
it's worth it.
Yes, and everybody's different. And everybody, matures and have your definition of love grows and evolves as you do.
He could have been out here motherfucking doing relationship podcasts, pissing the rest of us off, passing his pain on, talking about being a high value man and how women can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga dropped all that. He went to that old school playbook. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Respect to Judge Mathis. That's a real motherfucker right there, dog. They don't make them like that no more.
No, they don't. People be too proud.
Young nigga would have been on a podcast already.
Yes. Yes.
Trying to make it our problem.
Just talking.
You see, these females, they want a man to do. He would have already been out here just burning the bridge.
Man eat meat.
Right.
Women eat salad.
They supposed to be loving us. So I'm just saying. Like, yeah. Nice try, buddy. All right. Let's see. I guess we'll do another election round of news.
You're running against me. Kamala Harris. Me. Kamala Harris. This former president, we're not going back. This former president, we're not going back. This president, we're not going back. So let's be clear about that. And you're running against me.
Kamala Harris.
All right, you're getting close, guys. One more day. I don't think anyone listening to the sound of our voices out here bullshitting. And you shouldn't be.
Nope, if you didn't earn a vote, take your ass there tomorrow. Give a fuck what's happening in your life. Vote.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Stand in them lines.
Y'all better go on. Okay? You use it or lose it for real this time.
Get your ass up before you got to go to work. Go out there after work, your lunch break, whatever it takes.
All right, here's some news you can use. Just go through some quick ones. This is random as fuck, but Hershel Walker's back.
What? I think I took their money.
Yeah, I mean, but the black male vote that they keep trying to do this illusion of black male support by pulling out these coons out of a box like, hey, Hershel Walker, black men love us because Hershel Walker, remember? You mean the dude that lost Georgia? You mean the dude we don't fuck with? The dude that absconded with y'all motherfucking money and ain't came back till now?
Y'all ain't seen a dime.
That dude? Anyway, Hershel Walker was talking and he was he was giving his support to Donald Trump. And I gotta say, guys, I felt a little nostalgic. Okay? I missed his brand of just ineffective cooning. I missed it. We hadn't had it for a while. I forgot how much. I mean, I gave this dude a year or two ago. I was giving him, number like top 5 rankings in my coon countdown for Black History Month. And now it's like he just disappeared. So in 14 seconds, he showed me what we've been missing.
And it is time for it to stop. And it stopped on Tuesday when we get to the polls and we vote for my friend and your friend, Donald Trump Jr. Donald J. Trump.
What? Are you for real? That's fucking hilarious.
You gotta hear him the my CTE acting up.
That good. That real good. I like that. That's hilarious.
Donald Trump Jr. Donald J. Trump. Okay? Like I always say. Oh, my God, man. So pathetic, bro. Oh, man. Where's the money, though?
I hope that check cashed.
NBC, for all y'all fucking legal scholars out there that became goddamn election experts because Kamala went on SNL for 2 minutes and was stunting on their ass. And they were like, well, don't you got to give equal time to Donald Trump? I'm like, that is the rule. But if I'm Kamala Harris, fuck them rules.
Yeah.
They gonna find NBC, not me.
Ain't that the truth?
And how you know Donald ain't turned it down with his old bitch ass? You know he don't like being out here.
I guarantee you, he turned it down.
You know he don't like being out here. He ain't want to do no debates. He ain't want to be on 60 Minutes. Maybe they just assumed he wouldn't want the time, but they gave her some time, and it was amazing. You know, took a joke, reminded everybody she's beautiful, was looking like a winner, was able to get basically a standing ovation for about a minute. Like she knew what she was like. A great look. Vibes is what it's about at this moment.
Yeah, vibes.
You know, it's a big difference between these rallies that she's throwing and these half-empty Donald Trump rallies. People starting to feel like he's a loser.
Yeah,
and she reminded them he's a loser, and that's important for her because Biden was starting to feel like a loser to people with this debate performance, and then people let the stigma and years of misogynoir against her be like, and she's a loser too. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all believe that. I'm a person that would have voted for her if she was in my primary when it came to North Carolina that year. I never felt she was a loser candidate. I always thought that shit was overplayed. Then people try to take that one interview with the answer about immigration and be like, see, that's who she is. I'm like, so I don't know, the dozens of hours of her grilling Republicans and Senate hearings, none of that matters now. None of that, the speeches she's giving, none of that matters now. It's all just she's a back. But you know what she did? She's just reminding people while showing them I can be a winner. This nigga's a loser. So he ended up getting his equal time during a NASCAR race and Sunday Night Football in response to the Harris SNL appearance. His equal time was just him with his Make America Great Again hat on, claiming that electing Harris would cause a depression and viewers should go and vote. Y'all tell me which appearance feels more like a winner, which one feels more official, which one do you want to be down with? The old man in the red hat telling you a depression is coming and you got go vote, or the person that made you laugh and Maya Rudolph tear up while they was hugging at the end of the sketch? Yeah, so anyway, he got his little 2 minutes. So legal scholars, put your pens down. We got it. We figured it out. Jill Stein's running mate, the black dude that
with the
kufi. Yeah, you never go full kufi. I don't think people say we never have black president, we never have black woman president. I tell you what, we would never have a black vice president that wear a kufi.
No, you will not get the position. I'm sorry.
Not in my America, goddamn it.
Not in my America either.
We ain't never had no kufi vice president.
No kufi vice president.
Looking like Common on the Shy. That's impossible. Anyway, because everybody loves the Green Party for a protest vote, especially super liberal people. And it's always like, because we need somebody to do this and shake this. No. I agree with Jill Stein, because Jill Stein just takes whatever third rail issue is Democrats are facing, and she just goes, I'm against it. And everybody go, oh, I should just throw my vote away. You know what? I would just say, give everybody reparations. How? I just would. Right. I wave my magic wand. It will happen. Vote for me. Bitch. Throw your vote away.
You don't do shit.
And then the other reason I never understood why y'all trust Jill Stein. Have y'all noticed this nigga don't never run with the same VP?
No, every time she runs, she has a completely different one. Yes, because it's a grift.
She just be pulling niggas out of nowhere. It just be like Amari Baraka. I'll be like, what he do?
Mm-hmm. And she just paid them for X amount of weeks, and they just stick around. And then when it's over, they don't never talk to each other no more.
This year I'm running with Chief Keef. Like Chief Keef, he's not even a politician.
Right? The fuck is you doing, ma'am?
You scammer?
Yes.
But because we don't know these people, which is all they depend on, she always pick a person we don't know so that we can't hold their feet to the fire on any issues. Right. But we got the internet now. The internet's forever. We can always go fucking find out what the fuck they said.
Yes.
In this case, Butch Ware, which...
That's a name.
That's his real name?
Is that his real name?
Butch Ware. Which sound like bitch where?
Yes, it does.
You can't be a VP in your name Butch Ware. That's too easy. We mocking you for sure. Every time you say something dumb. Anyway, this dude has been caught making comments against trans inclusion in sports. Now, why would that matter if you think about it? Well, it shouldn't really matter because Donald Trump is obviously against trans people in sports. They're not going to be elected, so it shouldn't really matter what the fuck they believe. It's just a protest vote. Here's why it matters. The people protest voting all claim they're doing so because they need much, much, much more progressive liberal policies.
Right.
So whenever someone from the Green Party, who's just a spoiler candidate, is to the right, is to the right of the Democrat, it hurts them.
Yes.
I don't think that biological males should play in female sports. I think it gives an unfair competitive advantage. He states in a short clip from an interview posted to X, Twitter. The original interview source is unknown. There's also some stuff about him being pro-life. This it's not this month. I mean, I already knew he was kind of full of shit just because the way he talked. I mean, I can pull up the clip. Y'all can see it for yourselves. He kind of talked like that black AI voice.
I don't think that biological males should play in female sports. I think that it gives an unfair, competitive advantage.
Why is there nothing on your wall? You like a hostage. Where are you giving this interview from? What is happening?
They just pin you in the corner, baby. Put a camera in front of you.
She don't vet people. She just hold a casting call.
No, she don't vet nobody.
She's like, listen. I feel like her vice presidential candidates be showing up like, all right, so here's where I stand on the issue. She's like, we don't gotta do all that. But Jill, I'm your vice president, your VP. Don't you want me to back you up on the issues? So let me tell you, it's some important issues this election. And here's what I think about Palestine. It don't matter, baby. It don't matter. We going on the Breakfast Club. Just follow my lead. Matter of fact, say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm just here for the money and the votes. Okay.
That's all she's there for. Because the shit don't make no sense. And if you ever realize she only gets black men, I think she may have had like a white man once or twice, but they always be like these people that you don't know that come out the blue.
Just a militant activist-ish black man that probably date white women. Just the same type of brother over and over again, and it's fine. But clearly, she don't give a fuck. Is my point. No. She don't know his policy anything. She like, shh, baby, just stay in there and be black and wear this dashiki. We going on Breakfast Club, okay?
It might be like, I don't even know how to wear it. Well, it's some YouTube videos.
He put a lengthy statement on Instagram where he said his words were taken out of context. In context, I was engaging in what I thought was a discussion of nuanced policy on Olympic inclusion based on information shared by the IOC, not making a statement against trans inclusion. He blamed unethical people who are paid good money to twist words and sully the name of good people. Where does that sound familiar? It sounds like a Green Party playbook. Along with the fear and desperation of Democrats, it's always the Democrats. Nigga, you gave the interview. Now it's the Democrats. Okay. To drive a wedge issue into the Green Party base. Nigga, y'all are a wedge issue.
What? I'm about to say, it's the whole 12 of y'all. What are you talking about, sir?
Okay, y'all are a wedge issue. Y'all entire party is a wedge.
Yes, your whole fucking party.
Y'all basically like a woman that can't wear heels. Y'all just a wedge. That's it.
I mean, damn, just at me. They're fucking around and tumbling down. That'd be me. Fuck a heel. Sorry.
He called himself a lifelong advocate for LGBTQ plus people and apologized to anyone if his out of context words offended. I do not, in point of fact, oppose inclusion of trans people in sports. The question I thought I was responding to was about the elite athletic competition. I was essentially endorsing the IOC position that every person has the right to practice sport without discrimination and in a way to protect their health, safety, and dignity while maintaining the level playing field where no athlete has an unfair and disproportionate advantage over the rest. He then explained he was asked his personal opinion rather than the party's platform. Well, that's some rookie shit. You got to know. You can't do that. Can you imagine if motherfucking Tim Walz was somewhere being like, nah, look, personally, I think Black lives don't matter. But as a party, you unprofessional, unserious motherfucker. What's wrong with you?
But like, what are we doing here?
This your first day on the job. You don't get to have personal, private opinions unless you're not going to voice them. You don't get to do that and run for the leader of the free world.
No, you do not. You let some of them thoughts stay in your brain.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, some of these Mexicans get on my damn nerves. But as a party, We pro-immigration. Like, fuck out of here. This is thought policing indoctrination, not political freedom, he said. Oh my God. He also got criticized for expressing belief there should be limitations on abortion rights after 16 weeks of pregnancy. He addressed these comments in the Instagram post saying he's never taken a position against a woman's right to choose. But you want to be VP, brother. You don't get to say shit like this and be like, I'll just be talking. That's basically his whole defense. Listen, I just be going on these podcasts talking. I didn't know y'all was going to listen.
Right. Y'all actually paying me attention? Shit.
He shared a quote from himself in 2022, emphatically supporting abortion rights, saying that abortion restrictions in several states are an infringement upon Muslim religious laws, which permit abortion any time before birth to save the life of the mother. Where also has said his identity as a straight black Muslim man makes him an easy target for accusations of transphobia and misogyny. Also the words coming out your mouth. Those will also make you an easy target, but that's just me. But yeah, man, they not a serious party.
Never have been, never will be. And after tomorrow, you won't hear from them niggas again for another 4 years. This is why I don't take them seriously. This is why I don't take them non-voters, the undecided voters fucking seriously. Because tomorrow, it's going to be terrible tomorrow. Tomorrow, they're going to have cameras all up in these people's faces. You're going to vote. Are you an undecided voter? Bitch, I'm at the polls. Decisions have been made. The fuck are we doing here?
I just don't understand how it's not offensive to the people that promise to vote for these fools. I just don't get it. How do y'all don't feel like these the deadbeat daddies of fucking politics? I don't even understand it. Like, I'm sorry, but you are stupid to me. Cause if there was a party, like what they accuse Democrats of doing, if there was a party that literally only came around every 4 years, right, and did zero shit in my community, in my neighborhood, passed no legislation, ran no candidates, but I'm supposed to, and then came back around 4 years later, like basically demanding my vote and being entitled about it, I would have so much smoke for them. I don't know how people get by with this shit. It's not a real choice.
No, it's not. And I think that's a part that gets me. It's like sometimes people, they have this own personal purity thing where they, quote unquote, you're doing this because, quote unquote, both sides are the same. Bitch, they not the same.
Yeah, you're not. It's just whack to me.
Right.
Especially with the stuff they level at Democrats. I'm like, but here's your proof. This is what is happening. Like I would have smoke for Democrats if I felt like Joe Biden said something while he's running, and then when he gets elected, he's like, oh, nah, fuck that shit. I wasn't going to do that shit. I would have smoke for them.
I would too.
But when they're funding HBCUs more than Trump and more than anybody ever, I don't have smoke for them because I actually pay attention and look at promises delivered.
Yep, you know what they
when they're trying to fight to get the student loan debt holds back black women specifically in huge amounts. I see that as a promise kept. I see them fighting for it. I see that as a promise they're trying to deliver on.
Right, and that's
Jill Stein will come and say anything. Jill Stein is fun daddies. Jill Stein is gonna take you to the park on your birthday and get you some ice cream, and then you're never gonna see this motherfucker for 4 years.
Never again for 4 years. That's why I'm looking like, well, how can people look me in my eye and take them serious? Like, bitch, where you been for 4 years? That's gonna be my number one question. Where you been?
Yeah, when people tell me they throwing their vote away to the Green Party, I just honestly be like, oh, so you stupid. Cool.
That's immediately what I say too. You're not smart.
No need for us to keep talking. It's really a waste of both our times. Elon Musk $1 million voter sweepstakes can continue, says Pennsylvania judge. I don't know how that worked.
Me
either. A Pennsylvania judge says Elon Musk's $1 million a day voter sweepstakes can continue according to sources. The ruling made Monday by common pleas court Judge Angelo Foglietta was in response to a suit filed last week by the Philadelphia DA. The judge made the ruling Monday after Musk's lawyer said the winners are not chosen by chance. We know exactly who will be announced as the $1 million recipient today and tomorrow. No further details on the decision were immediately made available. The DA's office filed a civil action October 28th to prohibit them from doing the $1 million giveaway to certain registered voters. Under the PAC's giveaway, those who are registered voters and who sign a First and Second Amendment pledge through the PAC are automatically entered in the lottery offered by the world's richest man, who in recent months have reversed his opinion on former Donald Trump and thrown his full support behind him.
How is this legal? This doesn't make sense.
Payments are specifically targeting civilians in Pennsylvania, but are also sent to voters in Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, and North Carolina. This civil action neither precludes nor requires potential future action under Pennsylvania criminal law. The DA said in a statement when filing the suit, the Philadelphia DA will litigate the factual allegations and legal arguments that underlie today's filing on the record and in court. I have no idea. None of this explain why it was allowed to go through.
No, it does not. It does not make sense. It doesn't.
Here's the thing, though, that you may not have noticed when I was reading it that is a very important detail. They just said they already know who the winners are. And I did see in the court filing, in the court defense, where the lawyer for Elon Musk said the person has to sign on to be like a spokesperson for the PAC and all this shit. So they'll be getting compensated for becoming a spokesperson, which is some weird legal maneuvering that I still feels kind of weird to me.
Right.
But by saying that they know who the winners are already, what the fuck do you mean it was a lottery? All these fools that signed up thinking that they were going to get something out of this, they just told you they know who the winners are and they've already picked them, and it's not you.
It's not you.
You ain't been notified. You don't fucking know because it ain't you. Elon Musk also had some issues where he had people working as like ground, on the ground for Trump. Turns out, and it was a lot of black people too, they were put in the back of like a U-Haul with no seats, being driven around. They weren't getting paid until the news reported that they weren't getting paid. Then some of them got paid. Now they have all been fired and let go.
Right, because he didn't want to pay them.
Some of them did not even know they were doing this for Trump. Right.
What?
Elon Musk like an evil, rich, land baron ass nigga. Like, just a horrible person.
Right. And like you say, the goal is slavery. Motherfuckers act like I'm a fucking lunatic, but I mean that is the fucking goal.
I'll be surprised if the people get the $1 million.
They ain't gonna get a motherfucking dime. He won't pay his employees. What make you think he gonna pay you?
This really feels to me like, yeah, we gonna pay y'all. We gonna choose the winners Monday and Tuesday. And then the second election's over and they be like, yeah, so y'all didn't win. Man, fuck them people and fuck that $1 million. See you in court. Sue me then.
Yep.
Like they don't respect you. You're voting for them and they don't respect you. They're everything people claim is happening other places. These niggas do not respect you. Racism crazy. This makes some strange bedfellows.
Racism is irrational and illogical.
Apparently Philadelphia DA is about that life though. Because they asked him about election day security.
I want people to be reassured that when they get up tomorrow to go vote, if they have not voted already, that everybody in the city is working and has been working for months to make sure that there will be nothing tough about that experience and nothing to fear in that experience. But I also want to be clear, anybody who thinks it's time to play militia, F around and find out.
Right. He be like, don't come to these counties with no bullshit. I don't blame him.
Not the whitest white man ever saying F around and find out.
Right.
I'll allow this appropriation.
Right. He was like, I want people to be safe voting. The fuck is y'all doing?
F around and find out. Anybody who thinks it's time to...
What if he would have kept going in black slang? F around and find out. Because no cap, bruh. We want the smoke.
And you know he mean it because he said it in the most whitest way possible.
Right.
But I was like, oh, he's serious.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Listen, we got the blicky and we're going to pull that thing out on them and let it ring out on them. If you come on down to Philadelphia playing around, you're leaving in a body bag. That's all we're saying. Okay? We ain't got time to play with you hoes.
No, yo.
We know some of y'all are ops. We can't wait to smoke you out.
To insult, to deride, to mistreat, to threaten people, F around and find out.
Turn up.
What? I heard you should have said.
Someone, the assistant DA in the background.
Beep, 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 beep. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Listen, I'm low, okay?
We do have the cuffs, we do have the jail cells, we do have the Philly juries, and we have the state prisons. So if you're going to try to turn an election into some form of coercion, if you're going to try to bully people, bully votes or voters, you're going to try to erase votes, you're going to try any of that nonsense, we're not playing. F around and find out. So
not the third time. He said it 3 times.
He was like, I want y'all to know, don't be rolling up in these polling places in these black-ass neighborhoods. Fuck with them people.
Listen, in short, I wish a nigga would.
Honestly. That's what he might as well have said.
I really test my gangster and let's all find out together. We gonna get the capping up in this bitch.
I know. If your frog get jumped.
Listen. I go down to the jail to visit people I put in there all the time, and I can't wait, and I love to go back. So go ahead and F around with me and find out, okay? Fuck around if you want to. I'll say it. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to stop saying F.
Y'all know what I mean anyway.
Jump up and get beat down.
Come on!
Okay? I know Pastor Troy said it first, and it's not the exact same thing, but ain't no play in PA.
Come on, ain't no play in PA!
My nigga, watch what you say. We are knucking and we are bucking and we are ready to vote tomorrow.
Just to let y'all know, we are ready. We are ready. And we're ready for war.
Right?
He is not fucking with the people.
I bet you won't hit a motherfucker. I bet you.
Yes! Nuck if you buck if you want to. We got something for you.
If you're standing in front of the polling place tomorrow, you better move, bitch, and get out of the way.
Yes!
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that is the most widest way to say that. That's hilarious. But
damn, that's the energy we need, though.
Yes, but I don't come around here fucking around in my city. I don't blame them.
Look, Kamala win. We gotta replace Merrick Garland with this man.
He got some aspirations, don't he?
We gotta get this man in as AG. I need this. I need this shit. Oh, immediately.
Yeah, yes.
Like, I need Joe to do it. I don't even need Kamala to swear him in. I need, like, if they win, I need Joe to swear this man in by, like, Friday and be like, all right, Merrick, listen, you did what you could do. We got a new attitude going into this next term. Kamala says she's not playing. We need to go ahead and get some new energy. We going on the offensive. Okay? I need a man that's like, January 6th, part 2, ha, my ass. That's what I need. I need that. I wish a motherfucker would try to January 6th. If you won't see January 7th, I tell you that motherfucking much. It's gonna be an inauguration and a funeral. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all come up on here. Y'all run up on the Capitol if you want to.
You don't get got.
You'll be facing the capital crimes. You gonna get some capital punishment, bitch. Do I like I'm fucking playing with y'all? Oh, I need this energy, man. God, I wish every DA was this way, man.
All right.
Fuck, they fucking with our elections, dog.
Right. Stop the bullshit.
Hold on 1 second. Who the fuck is this paging me 5:40 in the morning, crack of dawning? Now I'm yawning.
Right.
Nah, I need that. All right, last thing. Fire department vows to make changes after hateful political flow appeared in Halloween.
How this happen?
Right?
Did somebody not read the paperwork or some shit? Did somebody was like, okay, you good, and they ain't check? Like, I don't understand. How do a whole ass racist float just get in your happily get in your parade without nobody knowing that it's there?
Yeah, it's an accident. I'm supposed to believe that.
What did y'all say? Okay, and then they got halfway up the street and ripped it off and ha racism. Right. Fuck a whole ass bitch. You know how big a float is to put people on it with wheels and shit and nobody noticed the racism?
Yeah, I need like an explanation because I don't understand how this is possible. Let me see here. Turn the volume up. Sorry, everybody, the volume's down.
Parade. Take a look here. This volunteer fire department is issuing an apology after a controversial float ended up in its annual Halloween parade. Take a look here. This is the float that we're talking about. It was seen cruising down Main Street in Mount Pleasant on Wednesday.
Oh, fuck y'all.
What happened?
You can't see it?
I see it.
Okay, so look at the golf cart. The golf cart is like a golf cart, and it looks like a Trump is on the back of it.
Oh, look here. This is the float.
Like a Trump is on the back with Secret Service, American flags, paraphernalia. Look behind the cart
that we're talking about. It was seen cruising down Main Street.
Tied to the back of it.
Oh, no!
First of all, that's a whole ass white woman pretending to be Kamala Harris. All she did was put on a pantsuit. Ma'am, you could never in your motherfucking life. Don't even play like that.
What did they do? Did they tie her up afterwards or what? But it don't even matter. It's still fucked up.
She's participating in the float. I mean,
no. I'm saying, how did this get passed? Did they do that little thing?
How did it get passed?
And then she came and she was like, tie me up. And then they started going down the street.
How did it get passed?
Well, I know how it got passed, but my thing is
no. You, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You saying how it get past them. I'm saying, did it get past them? How we know they did? They just got caught.
They might have been okay with it.
This shit just went viral.
Yes.
That don't look like they unveiled this shit. Like what?
No, they didn't, and that's why I was asking before. It's
you taking them at their word, and I'm not. Like that, oh man, what a mistake. The volunteer fire department, we could have never realized how racist this was. I'm saying, I think they just got busted. It went viral enough, and they went, we'll investigate. It'll never happen again. But there's no way this happened by accident, in my opinion.
And I agree, there's no way this happened by accident because it's too many checks and balances for this shit for you to just have this shit happen and nobody said, okay.
Too many checks and balances. It only got to be one check, one balance. This one ain't hard to catch.
One check, one balance.
They didn't call Ocean's 11 didn't set this up. They did this on purpose, and somebody, whoever's in charge, said this is fine with us.
Yes, they did.
And then people saw it on the internet, and they went, "Oh, we didn't know that was racist." What?
Yeah, I don't believe you. And, if I was a mayor of some other city, somebody need to be held accountable for this.
Down Main Street in Mount Pleasant on Wednesday, and there's someone who appeared to be dressed as...
And that's a dude, I think. A dude dressed as Kamala Harris with a wig, pretending to be... Oh, my God, get out of here.
President Kamala Harris with her hands tied, being pulled by a golf cart.
Oh, maybe it's
Channel
not a dude.
11's Andrew Hranik joins us in Mount Pleasant, where local leaders issued an apology today. Andrew?
One of the big questions many people in Mount Pleasant are asking is how the borough allowed that political float to be a part of its Halloween parade on Wednesday.
Right.
Right, because if I had a fucking lynched Trump walking out, I got a feeling this town would have found a way to disagree.
It would have never got down the line.
Exactly.
Department, which sponsors that parade, says there was no process for approval for those floats that participated. But
how, Sway? How y'all gonna have a parade and be like, just do whatever the fuck y'all want? What?
They say will be changing. Richard Pellegrudo, the president of the Mount Pleasant Volunteer Fire Department, was disgusted when he saw the pictures and videos coming from Wednesday's Halloween parade.
Just can't imagine somebody would even go to that extreme.
The small
y'all don't have no rules. You don't have no fucking rules.
What if he's really talking about filming it? He's like, honestly, I was disgusted to see that they filmed it and told everybody what we was up to. I just can't believe somebody would go to the extreme of letting the internet know we was racist. We try to keep our racism in-house here at the fire department.
I guarantee you,
we let the black houses in town burn about 5-10 minutes longer. It's really never been a problem until now.
I guarantee it would not be surprising if this is some shit that has been happening for a long time and somebody got tired of it and just recorded it this time. Because this don't sound like no new shit. You don't have no rules and you have nothing in writing, which means people can literally walk through this parade with anything and it's okay. So now you're going, well, we got to make rules now. Bet you should have had rules in the first place. I don't understand.
Definitely can't put it past them.
Has been thrust into the national spotlight after videos and pictures showing someone dressed as former President Donald Trump riding in a golf cart style vehicle, surrounded by people dressed up like Secret Service, were leading a woman dressed as Vice President Kamala Harris down.
How are you not embarrassed I know you're 53% ass voting for him, but how you not embarrassed at yourself? Looking all sheepish at the camera like, oh, I guess they got us.
Main Street. That woman had her hands tied and was strapped to the vehicle. Elected leaders and county party leaders on both sides of the aisle have spoken out against the display.
It's shocking. It's shameful. It evokes images of the worst part of America's past.
But one of the biggest questions people have is, how did this float get approved?
Somebody had to say, yeah, that was okay to let them in the parade, to do that.
The fire department says that wasn't the case.
So this wasn't something that a firefighter said, you're good to go at the beginning.
No. Then how the fuck did it happen?
Right.
Well, they just pulled up beside y'all like, y'all mind if I hop in the parade real quick?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because the way he sounded is that they sound like they didn't have no rules.
Right.
And everything was fine until somebody recorded this, and now we got to make fucking rules. You should have never been able to have a parade with no rules.
They lying like shit,
yes,
man.
you are, to cover your ass. This don't make no fucking sense.
There's no approval. No, it's no approval in writing.
Yes, no approval in writing.
It's no paper trail. It's someone approved.
Yes, they did. Somebody said this shit was okay, else they wouldn't have been able to walk in the middle of the street.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The fire department sponsors the parade every year and has for more than 70 years. Even though other parades in Mount Pleasant have a check-in and approval process, the department says there never has been one for the Halloween parade. That will be changing.
We never done it for the Halloween parades because it is a disaster, to put all these kids through the paperwork with their parents or whatever.
But you're going to start now, bitch. Don't care.
We are going to do that.
The people involved in the float have not been identified.
Of course not. Like, y'all don't know. Y'all live in a fucking town. It's
yes, y'all don't know each other. It's a town of 1,000.
Right. There's 7 people in the fucking town. Y'all know Becky and Gavin. Y'all know these motherfuckers.
Right.
No one's identified. It's crazy to us. They not even really wearing a lot of masks and costumes. But, yep, no one could tell. Nothing to see here.
But elected leaders say they would like to see them come forward.
Come on over and, identify yourself. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's decide what prompted this and why in our community.
And my thing, because they knew they could, ma'am. And my thing is this. How you going to have a parade and people participate in a parade and you not have a list of names? Did they just literally just show up and be like, I want to be in a parade, and y'all said, sure? No. Somebody knows who these people are. Yeah. I do not believe that I could just march down the street in a parade and nobody knows that I have the right to be here.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people.
Yes, that's somebody that has been in the parade. That shit is, this town is small, but that shit is long and it's exhausting. And there are lots and lots and lots of people that see your face and snap pictures and record you while you're going through the parade route.
0 to 100.
Oh, this is a Jakaris, because I don't believe nobody. We don't know who they are. Bitch, yes, you do. You know their address and where they stay. You know where their grandmama stay. You know where their family live. Ain't nothing but 500 people in this goddamn town. Somebody know these people.
Agreed. Dracaris. Burn the whole thing down and then don't let the volunteer fire department clean it up. The other thing I would add to that is such bullshit, but it's not such bullshit, but I mean, it's a question that I often hear from my good friend Randolph Terrence. And I think it applies here as much as any time ever. What are we supposed to do with these people? What is supposed to happen? What is supposed to happen to these people? Okay? These your neighbors. They living in this town. You know who they are now. You know what they stand for. You're claiming to be outraged. You're saying that this was not approved. You're saying this was wrong. You're gonna do approvals next time, but you already know the souls of these human beings that put on this horrible display, a political display, and what was supposed to just be Halloween night. What is supposed to be done with these people? It's a valid question. I never have the right answer for Randolph because I think I secretly know he wants us to kill him. But and he's not trapping me on no motherfucking hot mic. That's when the FBI start coming to your house and shit.
You never get me incarcerated, sir.
But the rhetorical question is always valid. What is to be done with these people? You just supposed to just chill with these motherfuckers forever? They just cool. They just come around. They gonna have a change of heart. We could talk to them. We could figure it out. What are we supposed to do? I'll let Randolph answer because I don't know the answer. Okay,
me either. Don't know the answer,
and I don't want to be liable for anything, any violence, because I don't believe in that. Okay, I don't agree with the violence that some people may answer that question with. But I'll scream on a baby if they would put that baby on that float.
I yell in the baby's face in a heartbeat.
I don't give a fuck about that baby. Y'all know that.
Fuck them kids.
All right, y'all. Last thing. Let's do sword ratchetness and wrap this thing up. Man sentenced to life plus 20 to 40 years for 2021 sword murder in Lower Alsace.
Damn.
Life plus 20 to 40 years?
Oh, that wasn't bullshitting.
That mean
who sentenced them? The same people that sentenced old boy, giving him them probation years and time if he fuck up?
Young Thug?
Yes.
Life plus 20 to 40 years is wild business. What do that mean?
I don't know.
If he died, they like, all right, but like, if somehow this motherfucker gets second life, 20 to 40 of them years, he gonna be in here with us. Okay? This motherfucker managed to find the goddamn race out ghoul pool.
Yes!
And find a new lease on life. He better watch out. Okay? The Lazarus pit is not gonna save you for this next 20 to 40 years.
He found him an elixir.
William Smoot was sentenced Wednesday to life in prison without parole. Guess the race black. Followed by additional 20 to 40 years in state prison for his conviction of first-degree murder and conspiracy charges by a jury earlier this month. Joseph Lachina, who committed the crime with Smoot, pleaded guilty to third-degree murder and conspiracy back on October 3rd. He was sentenced to 12 to 24 years in state prison. In October 2021, the pair lured victim Anthony Del Colo to a remote area in Lower Alsace Township after the victim traveled there to buy drugs from Smoot. During the interaction, De Colo entered the rear passenger side of Smoot's SUV, where he was restrained by Lachina and stabbed twice through the back with a sword by Smoot. Smoot was then left in his vehicle and told Lachina to run over Del Colo's head to make sure he was dead. And Lachina got less time. I mean, I feel like the motherfucker running overhead should get
the most time.
He should get some life plus 22.
Yeah, she rolled over people's heads.
At the time of their arrest, the attorney, John Adams, the district attorney said the only motive for the homicide appeared to be drug debt because he owed $300. You killed him that way over $300? Woo! Even in 2021 money, it wasn't worth it.
Not for $300.
You're doing a lot for $300, bro.
Yes, you is.
Y'all ain't never heard of pawning a PlayStation? Anyway, rest in peace to that man. All right, y'all, that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll be back probably tomorrow. We have Hornets games Wednesday and Friday, which means I don't know if we'll get to come on after voting night until Saturday.
It just depends.
So it'll just depend. But you know, as always, we get what we fight for in this country.
Ain't that the truth?
And hopefully enough people are fighting on the right side. But we'll talk about that some more tomorrow, I'm sure. And if you're premium, it's possible I might do another late night Thursday edition with Justin. So if you are premium, you may get to hear some thoughts on the post-election fuckery, whatever's happening. If you know, Thursday, if there's states that haven't been confirmed, all that, whatever the fuck is happening, you might be able to get some of that on Thursday behind the paywall. Me and Justin for sure. Karen, if she feels like it, you never know. It's kind of late for her. But thank you for listening, everybody. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back. Until next time, I love you.
I love you too. Mwah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's LeVar Arrington here from Up on Game, and I need you to listen for a moment, all right? And get serious. The hate in this country is getting out of control. It's at an all-time high. It's going to take all of us to stop it. I mean, think about it. We're all on the same team in this country, right? Let's take a break from hate so our team can regroup. We need to take a timeout against hate. Visit standuptoallhate.org to help. And join me in calling for a timeout against hate by following at What's Up With Hate or posting the blue square emoji.
Betting on the NFL is hard, but submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. With more than $20 billion secured for over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting for full and fair compensation. If you're ever injured, check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. If you want more information, head over to forthepeople.com/bestbets, or you can dial #law. That's 529. Again, that's forthepeople, forthepeople.com/bestbets. This is a paid advertisement.
Hey, who doesn't love bacon? And did you know Oscar Mayer smokes their delicious bacon for 12 hours over real hardwood? That's a really long time to perfect the smoky flavor, and even longer than it takes to go on a long road trip from Chicago to Pittsburgh, stop for food along the way, and still get there while the bacon is smoking. The point is, Oscar Mayer takes the best cuts and smokes them over real hardwood chips. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. So buy some Oscar Mayer thick-cut bacon now.
Kroger brand products have the great taste you'll celebrate. That's why over 40 million people choose Kroger brand products, making them a true crowd pleaser. And with quality guaranteed, you'll love your choice or get your money back. Score Kroger brand products with savings you can cheer for and great taste you can't resist. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
High Five Casino. High Five Casino is a social casino with real prizes and big Vegas hits at highfivecasino.com. The hottest games right from Vegas, and all winnings go straight to your bank account. Hundreds of exclusive games, free daily rewards, and come back to get free coins every 4 hours. Only at highfivecasino.com.
High Five Casino is a social casino. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details at high5casino.com. High Five Casino.